E estamos online. Eu quero dizer, antes de tudo, bem-vindos. Nesse momento, nós estamos aqui. Online. Calma aí, que eu acabei de perceber meu eco. Tudo, bem-vindos.
Está se ouvindo, você está conferindo.
Nesse momento, nós estamos aqui. Online. Calma aí, que eu acabei de perceber meu eco. Tudo, bem-vindos.
Está se ouvindo, você está conferindo.
Como que eu vou tirar meu eco? Pai amado.
Nesse momento, nós estamos aqui. Ai, eu queria ver o
descobri.
chat. Cadê?
Já estamos bem de novo. I guess.
Olha como aparece minha janelinha, que bonitinho.
Ok, agora realmente estamos ao vivo. Bem-vindo para todos. Estamos aqui na presença de David Liner. I pronounced it right?
Learner.
Learner. Okay, David
We have a
Learner.
problem with the R.
That's it. David Learner.
Or maybe you can call him Marvin.
Marvin.
No, you can talk him like Marvin, but he is the man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Definitely. O chat está ativo?
Yep. Or chat live or active.
Chat is
And
live. Let me see.
you already have hello from Kevin.
Oh, hi, Kevin.
Best person ever. David, introduce yourself. Tell everyone about you and your work and why you are here with us.
Just say good to go, and I will.
Good.
Yeah, we
We're
are.
good to. Oh, we're good. Hey,
we are
hi.
live. Yeah, we are live.
Fantastic. Hello.
Awesome.
My name's David. You can call me Marvin if you want to. And my journey to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was quite a long one. It started in 1979, and that's, wow, 41 years ago, something like that, 42, I can't remember. But anyway, I was doing a play in England, and the director came and said that he was going to be producing a stage version of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And I said, "You're joking." And he said, "No." And I said, "But it's 3 hours long if you're going to do all 6 episodes from the radio."
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, that's what we're going to do." And
Easy like that.
I said, right, because I had never, in all truth, I had never heard of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I knew that it was on the radio, and that's all I knew about it. So, Jonathan said to me, well, have a look at the script. The script was that big. It was that big. And he said, and you can either play Arthur Dent or Marvin. He might have well have said you can play Tom or Jerry. I mean, it meant nothing to me. I didn't know who they were, these people.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But eventually I did the television, and that was 1980. We did that. So that was how it all started.
You chose Marvin, or it just happened?
He came back to me and said, "Oh, you're playing Marvin. Mike wants to play Arthur Dent." I said, "Okay, I don't mind." And he said, "I hope you don't mind." I said, "No, well, whatever, I'll do it. It's a job. No. I'll do it. I'm an actor. I'll play it. Give me money. Give me money." And
that's my kind of person.
Exactly. So there we go. I got involved, and the BBC were doing the television series, and they said to me, "Do you want to play Marvin?" Because they had seen me on stage. And I said, "Sure." And they said, "The bad news is that you don't get to do the voice, because that's being done by Stephen Moore, who did it on the radio." So I go, "Oh, okay, well, I'll still do it." because you're going to pay me. And they said, yes, we are. And it's the best decision I ever made. We had so much fun recording the television program, including, of course, my very good friend, Kevin. Hi, Kevin, who I had met at the Rainbow Theatre. Now, the Rainbow Theatre is the poster you can see behind me on the wall.
Yeah.
And Kevin and I met on that. And he has been, such a great inspiration to us all over the years. He's kept us all together because it's so important. And as Towel Day comes, and happy Towel Day, everybody, by the way, as it comes and it gets more important, more and more important. And here we are now, the 42nd year since Hitchhiker was first heard, and it's fantastic to be involved.
Yeah. The warning. People, I'm still organizing. Eu ainda estou me organizando aqui para poder acompanhar quem está assistindo o vídeo. Feliz Dia da Toalha para todo mundo, para quem estiver assistindo. Espero que mais gente venha e assista a gente. Eu sei que tem gente ainda acordando e começando a assistir nosso ao vivo aqui no YouTube, porque para alguns é feriado hoje, para algumas pessoas de São Paulo. Mas, basicamente, David já trabalhava com teatro, já era ator na época. O diretor abordou ele e falou, então, a gente quer fazer a peça de teatro do Guia. Ele ficou assustado, porque achou que era impossível. Ele tem que ter 3 horas de peça para poder fazer os 6 episódios que já tinham transmitido isso em 79. E aí o diretor falou, mas é exatamente isso que a gente pretende fazer. E ele topou. Perguntaram para ele se ele queria fazer Arthur Dent ou o Marvin, mas aí depois um outro ator escolheu ser Arthur Dent, mas até aí ele não conhecia nada do Guia. E para ele tanto fazer qual era o personagem, ele falou, estão me pagando? Eu faço, não tem problema. E aí foi quando ele embarcou na turnê do teatro. Então, para quem não sabe, sim, teve peças de teatro e deve ter sido incrível. Eu gostaria de ter assistido isso. E depois chamaram ele para a série de TV, mas aí falou, mas você, nesse caso, não vai fazer a voz, só vai se vestir de Marvin. Mas ele topou, por quê? Porque estavam pagando, obviamente, ele ia aparecer na TV, como não?
E um bom ator não faz tanta escolha assim de papel.
Exatamente. E hoje em dia ele faz parte da história do Guia. E ele é muito amigo do Kevin também. O Kevin que participou da live ontem com a gente. Que a gente está tentando salvar para quem perdeu assistir depois e para quem quiser assistir de novo. E, aliás, hi Kevin! E ele ficou assim, todos os eventos, o Dia da Toalha começou a existir e começou a ser comemorado. Ele participa dos eventos também, todo mundo chama ele. E é muito legal assim, ter essa participação aqui com a gente, que é maravilhoso. Podem ter certeza, mesmo cada um na sua casa, é incrível. E fazem 42 anos da primeira transmissão. A gente postou em março, foi março? Foi. A gente postou comentando sobre os 42 anos da série de rádio do Guia. E aí teve várias comemorações também, né, com a comemoração da transmissão da série de rádio. Então, ano que vem, o livro comemora 42 anos. E, assim, ainda tem muito que comemorar. Espero que até lá também as coisas melhorem, as coisas se tranquilizem em relação ao coronavírus. E eu tô tentando ainda ver os comentários, porque eu não sei o que tá acontecendo. Eu perdi o vídeo. Tá.
Calm down.
Calma aí, achei. I'm nervous. Eu tô tentando
Achou?
ver o chat. Eu não consigo abrir o chat. Gente, desculpa, né? Tá cedo. Depois de 3 horas ontem de vídeo, de live, ainda estão me organizando. I'm trying to see the chat on the video.
Just roll.
Live, see if people.
Page.
Não, mas tá aparecendo assim, ó. Entendeu?
That's
my problem. That's why I can see what people are saying. I have to send the link as well. Let me see, Kevin. Kevin, if you be kind and send everyone the link. Because we are doing a lot of things at the same time. Let me see. Beijo para Dreca, que tá com a gente. E a Dreca, infelizmente, não pôde participar hoje, porque ela está trabalhando. Ela não tem feriado hoje, mas ela está acompanhando, ela está vendo o que você está falando no chat, ela está vendo quem está assistindo. Last night, David, we had another friend of ours, Dreca. She is responsible as well for the website, but today she's working, but she also watching us.
Okay.
And she's seeing everyone who is asking questions and everything. I just have to organize myself to see the questions.
I've got a little bit of news as well. I've just heard that you see that there are two posters behind me, and that the one is Marvin.
Yeah.
And I got that as a present from my son-in-law James. It's like the best present I received for a very long time. It's fantastic, and he sent me also the details of the guy who is the cartoonist and the guy who drew it, and his name is Tokyo, and I've just had a message that he too is watching us here.
Oh, hi, Tokyo.
That's cute.
Yay.
And that is
his Instagram
at Tokyo _sex whale. His name is Tokyo, and I sex whale. Just make of that what you want. But I'm absolutely knocked out by that picture.
It's really good.
It's very good. Very good. Yeah.
Can you show again the paper so I can
tell
the story in Portuguese and the Instagram? Esse Marvin que está atrás do David, ele ganhou de presente. Quem desenhou foi o Tokyo. E vocês podem seguir nesse Instagram que o David está mostrando, que ele tem uns desenhos incríveis, então segue lá e ele está assistindo a gente, muito bom. E espero que...
Tokyo.
Hi! E espero que ele curta essa live que ainda estamos nos organizando, mas vai dar tudo certo, gente. Eu espero que esteja todo mundo com as suas toalhas.
For
David,
sure.
do you have your towel?
Who? Everybody got the towel.
Everybody
Me?
has your towel, yeah.
Sure.
Have you been like every event people go talking to you and invite you to events for Towel Day and all those things?
This year?
The years before?
Sometimes. But would you want a paranoid android at your party?
Yes, I would. Definitely, I would.
I've been involved, a very long time, and it's been wonderful when people do get in touch and invite me to events and to say nice things, and it's great fun. As you know, you're speaking now from Brazil. There are fans in every country of the world, and every year there are more and more events because people like you discover the magic of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and people like me who were involved in the very old days are becoming, I guess, fewer and fewer. I don't know. But I love the fact that there are children now who are discovering the series for the first time, and it's fantastic. I sometimes, of course, they will have remembered the movie. That's fine. It's okay. I have to say that.
Fair enough.
Okay.
But I think
okay if you want to watch it.
Yeah, it's okay. And I think it's very funny because the where we filmed the Magrathea scenes, on the television, I think, was the same place that they filmed Magrathea in the movie as well. I believe. So that's the only connection between the two. Yeah.
Oh, come on, we have Arthur Dent. We have Marvin. They didn't call you, but we have Marvin.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Very briefly. I didn't get the call. It's fine. It's fine.
A lot of Easter eggs in the movie.
Yes. And maybe too many. But it was. I liked it. I enjoyed it. We went. We were all invited to the premiere. The press preview in London, and it was very odd because mobile phones then didn't do much. You could hardly take photos and stuff like that or record stuff. Mm-hmm. And we were all asked to put them in this huge vat before we went in, so that nobody would take pictures of the screen and anything like that.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah. And so you just trusted your phone into this massive thing that had everybody's phone in it. And of course, you come back and you get everybody scrabbling around. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? But it was a great night, and it was great to be invited.
Bom, ele contou que ele vez ou outra. Ele primeiro perguntou se você chamaria o Marvin para uma festa. Eu confesso que eu chamaria. Vou ser sincero para vocês. Seria interessante, por assim dizer. Mas ele participa de alguns eventos. Ao longo dos anos, participa dos eventos do Dia da Toalha, das comemorações, e é legal ver que ao longo dos anos mais fãs aparecem, mais fãs surgem, tem mais gente conhecendo o Guia, conhecendo o Douglas Adams, e principalmente conhecendo a série de TV. Tem aparecido muitas crianças, que eu acredito também que seja muita influência dos pais, né? Muitos pais cresceram ouvindo o Guia, lendo os livros e acabam influenciando as crianças. Então, ele fala que vê muita criança, tem gente que começa pelo filme, e ele falou que eles foram convidados para o lançamento, e assim, ele falou que acha que tem easter egg até demais no filme. Ele não é o Marvin que aparece no filme, porque para quem não lembra, ou para quem não prestou atenção, aparece o Marvin da série de TV, aparece o Arthur Dent, aparece várias coisinhas da série de TV, e ele não tem certeza, mas o lugar onde Magrathea é o mesmo da série de TV, mas ele não tem certeza, e ele fala que é a única conexão que temos do filme com a série de TV. Vamos ver. Gente, eu ainda estou tentando ver o chat.
Kevin, Kevin of David. Can I ask you something?
Kevin or me?
You,
no,
sorry.
You.
Oh, maybe, yeah. You can call me Kevin.
That's because a question came from something that Kevin said yesterday.
Okay.
We know we have a little bit problem with the knees from walk. The suite, the Marvin suite.
Oh, the shoot, yeah.
Can you talk about that?
Do you mean walking in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wearing
Sorry for the memories.
Have you trauma is coming.
Have you ever spent any time inside a fishbowl?
No.
Okay, no.
No. Okay, you're in this fishbowl, and it's very hot, and it's wet, and you're sweating, all the sweat going down you, and to be able to turn the head, I have to go. And the trouble with turning the head is that when I turn the head, I can't hear anything. So I remember I'm looking through the mouth, Marvin's mouth,
Uh-huh.
The eyes are up there.
So you
So
barely can read and
I
not
barely.
seeing at all.
You have it. You have it. And the mouth, the eyes get very misty, like sweaty, like, you know, and there's no windscreen wiper. There's no, you know, there's nothing doing that. So I can't see. I can.
Oh my God.
That's all I can hear out there. There's no microphone inside me. All they can hear, all the other actors can hear is.
That's so awesome.
Oh, but we have rehearsed it a long time. And we all know what we're doing. And we're being paid. So we have to do it right.
That's the most important. We're being paid.
We're being paid. So in rehearsals, absolutely fine. Just me. Yeah, really good. But when I'm in the tin can, you know, and when I've put the head on, and when they've screwed the head in, nothing. If I breathe, I go, and that's all I can hear. You know, I sound like Darth Vader. That's all I hear. That's all I hear. I can't hear the actors. I can't hear the actors. I can hardly hear me. And I want to cough, and I go, and it's this noise. It goes everywhere. And then I want to move a hand. I want to move an arm, right? Yeah, I want to move an arm. And I get that. And I get that. So, fishbowl, no noise. I can't hear anything. I'm sweating. No wipers. Great. It
looks really fun.
It was great fun. It was great fun.
It looks comfortable.
Oh!
Really comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Bom, gente, vocês perceberam que foi sofrido para ele ser o Marvin, né? Vocês perceberam que rolou toda uma questão psicológica para ele vestir aquela roupa e ele, toda a respiração dele era estilo Darth Vader e ele não ouvia mais nada e assim, parecia, ele comparou a estar dentro de um aquário pequeno, ainda por cima, preso lá dentro. Ele só ouvia a respiração dele, ele não ouvia o resto que estava acontecendo. Did you hear the actors like the script or just like, okay, I have to do this right now? Like that moment when I turn, I put the head down. It was like that, like it was the feeling of what you had to do.
I sometimes heard the actors.
Sometimes.
But mostly because nobody could see my eyes, I could see their mouths moving. So I knew when a line had stopped that it was probably time for me to say something.
Because you weren't hearing the Marvin, the voice. You were just acting.
Just me. And indeed, it was only shortly, not long before we did the recording, that I heard Marvin, you know, for the first time. I heard Stephen Moore do Marvin for the first time, and I go, wow, because he was so good. He was so good, and I was very young. I was very young. I was very young, and he was very young, and he was a really well-respected actor, and I was this lucky guy who said, "Yeah, I'll pay Marvin," and it was the best decision I ever made, and I played the character on stage several times, and they were great fun. But I think now the memory for people who see it is the television one, because it's worldwide, and because it has been seen in just about every country in the world, and people remember it, I think, with more love than they do other versions of it. But the radio for me is wonderful, absolutely wonderful, and the imagination that went into the creation of that program was just fantastic, just fantastic.
That's awesome.
People are asking if the actor who was the Marvin in the movie, if he talked to you, if he like contacted
you. know each other?
Well, in the movie, it was Alan Rickman who did the voice.
Yeah, and Warwick Davis, who wear it.
Warwick Davis.
Yeah.
Did. That's right. I've never met Warwick Davis, but I was at college with Alan Rickman. He and I were at RADA at the same time, which is like weird. And he always had that sort of lugubrious sort of voice. Anyway, he had it for free. Life. Don't. I think there's something you ought to know. And that's Alan. That is Alan Rickman. And he and I when I went to RADA, the best drama school in the world, he was there. I was in my first term. I was 18. He was like late 20s, 27, 28, something like that. And I saw him do several things at college. And frankly, I was in awe of what he was able to do as an actor. Notably, we did a production of Ghosts by Ibsen. And he just came on and he stood. And I was knocked out. And I knew then that I had picked the right profession, the right job. And people like him, I could be someone like him. And I was just amazing. And then to hear him do Marvin in the movie was fantastic. He was a brilliant, brilliant actor. I miss him. I miss him very much indeed.
We all.
Ok.
I'll try to translate a little. Bom, o ator que se vestiu de Marvin no filme, ele não chegou a conhecer, mas o Alan Rickman, ele não só conheceu, como eles estiveram na faculdade ao mesmo tempo. Ele era mais próximo do Alan e ele fala que ele sabia que escolheu a profissão certa, sabendo que ele poderia ser uma pessoa como o Alan Rickman, e ele falou que o Alan Rickman sempre teve aquela voz grave, aquela voz bem estilo Marvin, que ele era o Marvin, que ele não teria outra pessoa para fazer a voz depois do Steven Moore. Então caiu como uma luva, foi perfeito. Ele ficou muito feliz de saber que seria o Alan Rickman fazendo a voz no filme. Então acho que todos nós, ele faz muita falta. Então todos nós, até mesmo para quem é fã, para quem é mais fã de Harry Potter, sabe o quanto esse homem faz falta e o quanto ele era incrível, o quanto ele era um grande ator. E o que mais que ele falou, gente? Que é tanta coisa, é tanta informação que eu fico perdida. E também estou vendo as perguntas de vocês ao mesmo tempo. A Thalita perguntou da roupa, mas não foi ele que fez a voz, Thalita. Ele só se mexia na roupa de Marvin. Quem fazia a voz na série de TV era o Steven Moore.
Era gravado depois, por cima do vídeo.
Exatamente. E o Tokyo, o artista, avisou que aquele arroba dele
é o Twitter,
não o Instagram.
Exatamente.
Tokyo told us that the @ is his Twitter, not Instagram.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we didn't know. He said on the comments.
If he had some Twitter, just post on the chat.
Yeah, David has a Twitter, right?
Who I have?
Yeah.
I have Twitter. Yeah, of course. I do.
Yeah. So people, if you want to talk and you want to follow him as well, follow him on Instagram. Tell us your Instagram.
Twitter, on Twitter.
On your Twitter, please, David.
Sure.
We clearly a little bit obsessed about Instagram.
Yeah, just a bit. Just a bit. Nothing much.
Here we go. Bear with me.
Ok. Gente, eu preciso dizer, antes da live acabar, que pessoa maravilhosa.
Não é? Gostei muito. Já sou mais fã ainda do David. Gente, se vocês tiverem perguntas, quiserem saber mais, a gente vai ficar aqui um bom tempo falando com ele. Quer dizer, não muito, porque a gente não pode...
A gente tem muitas pessoas para receber.
A gente não pode ficar muitas horas. Olha, esse é o Twitter do David. Quem quiser seguir, quem quiser fazer perguntas, quem quiser...
David Lerner 1.
Lerner 1. David
The
Lerner
One.
1. Numeral 1. Quem quiser seguir
Twitter.
ele, vai lá no Twitter. How was the outfit for the stage show? Because you were speaking as well. So if
Yes.
the TV show is not all closed, how was the outfit?
When we went to the rainbow, that one on the wall, the designer had been very much influenced by Vivienne Westwood, a punk designer. So it was all very Rocky Horror type.
Oh, nice.
Costume. Wonderful. And I wore a silver suit. A silver suit which was very body hugging, but very and I had silver hair and this face, this face, and I had a microphone, but
that's good.
I wasn't always sure that the microphone was working, and the rainbow had 3,000 people. It held 3,000 people. It was a big theater.
Yeah.
3,000. So we weren't sure whether everything was working. So I had to test the mic. And I tested the mic as Marvin, coming on going to ensure that everybody could hear me. And then I knew that I could come out with the first line, I think you ought to know I'm feeling very depressed. And at that point, 3,000 people went,
oh my God.
And it was the biggest thing I had ever seen in my life. It was huge. That stage production had issues. There were problems. And I don't think we ran for very long. I can't remember. But the stage experiences were more intimate. They were more enjoyable. More real. We interacted. So they were great fun to do because you had a live audience. On television,
instant feedback.
Yes, instant feedback. On television, you know nothing. You can't hear anything. You're working in a vacuum. There's no response. So for me, the stage production was fantastic, much more enjoyable than the television versions. And there is usually someone somewhere doing a stage production of it. Not at the moment, obviously, sadly. But I've seen one within the last 2 years, and it works very well still on stage. And of course, the wonderful Dirk Maggs brought it back a few years back and toured his version of Hitchhiker as well in the country. So it's still got a long way to go, and people will remember it.
Thank you.
So awesome.
Ele falou que no teatro, perguntei qual era a roupa que ele usava, né? Já que na TV era tudo fechado, mas no teatro era ele que falava mesmo. Então ele falou que usava uma roupa que ele falou hug-like, é mais confortável, pelo menos. Escolheram uma designer que tinha um estilo mais punk, então a roupa do Marvin parecia algo próximo do Rocky Horror Picture Show, que a gente até comentou ontem, então você vê que a galera é bem fã e tá bem familiarizada com o musical. Só que ele tinha um microfone também. Aí ele comentou que no teatro tinha 3.000 pessoas, e na hora que ele falou a famosa frase, né, fazendo a voz mais grave, o teatro inteiro foi a loucura, todo mundo gritando. Olha, eu confesso que se eu tivesse naquele teatro, eu também ia à loucura, ia gritar, ouvindo o Marvin falando I'm feeling very depressed. Certeza que eu também ia enlouquecer. Então, ele comentou sobre isso e que ele acha que a versão do teatro é uma das melhores versões porque é mais próxima do público, é um pouco mais real. Então você tem esse feedback mais rápido, né, por assim dizer, você vê a reação das pessoas interpretando. Nos últimos 2 anos ele viu uma outra peça de teatro, mas assim, não tem feito, depois de anos ninguém mais fez uma adaptação do teatro, assim, além dessa mais recente, mas ficou anos, só no rádio, teve o da TV e teve o filme. E quem sabe possam vir outras adaptações em teatro, seria muito interessante, seria muito legal ver ao vivo. E teve a turnê anos atrás também, né, que a BBC fez. E teremos ano que vem a série de TV, supostamente, né? Vamos ver, a gente comentou ontem. E se não atrasar demais, teremos ano que vem, assim espero. E ele comentou de Dirk Maggs, que a gente é muito fã também, que está fazendo adaptações incríveis, faz adaptações desde o começo. A gente ainda tem vontade de entrevistar ele, quem sabe mais para frente. Agora ele está no trabalho com Sandman, então tá tudo muito corrido. Quem sabe depois do lançamento a gente consegue trocar uma ideia com o Dirk Maggs, mas ele fez adaptações incríveis. Continuou, né, a série de rádio do Guia, as adaptações dele, foi bem legal. David, have you heard about the new TV show that probably is going to be released next year?
It is very, very exciting. This is Hulu.
Yeah.
And Hulu is part of Disney, of course.
Yeah.
And it is Disney who have the stage rights, I believe. So if I could wish for one thing in the world, I would wish that Disney would release the stage rights to be able to do another stage production.
Oh, that's so nice. That would be very good.
I am really, really looking forward to the new version, the television version. It is so important that for the memory of Douglas, and none of us would be here were it not for Douglas, that his legacy, his stories continue. I do know people 10, 11, 12 years old who have now started to read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and they will continue to read it. And new versions of Hitchhiker, Disney, Hulu, whatever, is fantastic. If there were the opportunity to get a live version again, please. That's what I would say. That's what I would say. I'm very excited about what they're going to do. Here you go. 40 years ago, we walked around with scripts. And one of the lines was from Ford to Arthur. Ford said, "This is the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's a sort of electronic book." What are you talking about? What's an electronic book? We all have phones now. We have mobiles. We have electronic books.
Yeah.
And Douglas had that vision, that imagination, to be able to look forward and say, this is the way we're going to all communicate. And he goes, yeah. Science fiction. Oh, yeah, it is science fiction. Of course it's science fiction. But it's happening. But now there are children. I don't know what's happening. What's going to happen next? What is next? Is it going to be implants in our head that we talk to each other? Are screens going to disappear? Are we going to see things through our eyes? Who knows? I don't mind, but the new version of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy from Hulu will be epic.
Yeah.
It will be brilliant. And I wish them luck. I really, really wish them. It's a very exciting project. And I know I will watch it. I will miss Douglas even more than I do already, and that is a lot, particularly today.
Oh, come on, don't make me cry.
Oh, wow. He was so special to me.
Oh,
That's so cute.
He provided something I couldn't have dreamt of, and I couldn't have known that today was going to happen. I couldn't have known that you, Maya, you, Raphael, were going to talk to me. We don't know. Thank goodness.
this wouldn't happen.
It wouldn't happen. And not a day goes by when I don't remember him.
Oh my God.
Real.
Now I want to cry.
And Alan Rickman.
Yeah. We missed that, all of them. And Stephen Moore that left like last year. So recently.
Yeah. Fantastic people.
Oh, I'll translate.
I'm a little bit lost now.
Yeah. Rolou um momento emoção aqui. David falou que o Douglas era muito especial para ele. É uma pessoa que foi muito especial na vida dele. Que se não fosse ele, a gente não estaria aqui. E que a adaptação do Hulu vai ser incrível. E vai... Podemos dizer que vai ser mais uma homenagem a Douglas Adams, vai ser algo ao nível de Douglas Adams. E ele falou coisas que todo mundo fala. Douglas Adams foi um visionário. Falou que o Guia era um livro eletrônico. E a gente tem um livro eletrônico agora, a gente lê no celular, a gente lê nos aparelhos, no tablet. Então, é ficção científica. São as coisas que a gente vê em programas, em filmes, e temos agora na vida real. Então, a gente não sabe o que teremos mais para frente, o que vai vir depois. Teremos anteninhas nas nossas cabeças, a gente não vai ter mais tela, a gente não sabe o que pode vir daqui a alguns anos.
É um dos motivos pelo qual a gente está tão ansioso pela nova série. Como é que eles vão transcrever essa sensação de estar impressionado com o livro eletrônico?
Exatamente.
Tipo, como eles vão resolver essa sensação, sabe?
Algo que a gente já tem, então eles precisam mostrar algo novo, por assim dizer. Ele comentou que os direitos, né, todos os direitos do Guia agora hoje em dia, além da BBC, obviamente, além de coisas que a BBC já lançou antes, agora são da Disney, porque a Disney é dona de tudo. E a Disney é dona dos direitos também das versões ao vivo, né, no teatro, e aí ele gostaria muito que a Disney liberasse esses direitos para poder voltar a ter versões ao vivo, que seria muito legal. Mas ele também sabe que a Disney é capaz de fazer algo muito bom. Então, quem sabe a Disney e o Hulu ano que vem façam algo incrível. Que mais? Rolou aqui uma coisa no meu coração que eu tô tentando lembrar se eu traduzir tudo. Eu espero que sim. Eu espero que você tenha um informações. Deixa eu ver. Tô vendo se tem mais perguntas.
We become really emotional now.
Yeah.
We try to recover.
I told you, nobody wants a paranoid android at their party. That's why.
We are.
You had no idea. I'm going to see that later, but I'm so grateful that you are here with us.
Yeah.
I really didn't expect it. So wonderful person.
Well, thank you. I think it's very difficult to put it into words. What I feel about Douglas and Hitchhiker and the book. It's bigger than any one of us. It's bigger than all of us. It's important. It will be remembered for a long time after you and me.
Exactly.
And I think that's why we're here now. It's to celebrate, not to be down about it, not to be depressed about it, but to be happy, and to say that in the middle of this epidemic, this pandemic, let's enjoy, let's have happy memories.
We are together.
We are
Anyway.
together. We are together. Obrigado. Yeah.
Oh, we talk about it. One part that we were emotional last night, and we talk about it in Twitter as well, when Kevin said that Douglas was involved in getting Doctor Who back. He was like, he wanted to be in the new version of Doctor Who as well. E travou. Acho que ele caiu.
Pode ser. Ele volta.
Ele volta. Gente, o que vocês estão achando? Vocês estão curtindo? Fala pra gente. Vocês também choraram ou quase choraram com a gente? Que foi... Daqui a pouco eu vou ler alguns comentários do que o pessoal tá falando. Thank you, everyone who is watching it as well. People from England and Scotland. Hi, Chris, again. Chris is watching us again. It's amazing. I'm very glad that everyone is enjoying as well. Gente, sério.
É um bom momento para ler o chat, se quiser interagir com o pessoal.
Então. É que eles estão fazendo mais perguntas para ele. O pessoal que chegou atrasado não tem problema, gente. Vai acompanhando. Deixa eu ver. Estou desabando de emoção. Nós também, Letícia. Foi lindo. O Luciano, ele caiu, tá fazendo uma estátua humana.
Manda uma mensagem, mãe, para ele.
Peraí.
Só para avisar que é só clicar no link de novo.
E eu preocupada se a minha internet ia ficar boa. Gente, lembrando, às 13 horas, se tudo der certo no cronograma, porque em algum momento a gente vai parar para almoçar e tal, mas
eu vou parar para tomar café.
É verdade. Às 13 horas temos o Rogério do Pix Tattoo. Às 2 temos o Thiago do Gibi. Às 3, pessoal do Puxadinho da Tardes e Universo Who. Às 4, Doctor Who Brasil e Love Doctor Who. Às 5, o Thiago do Ministro do Dartolo. Às 6, Carlos Voltor. Às 7, Afonso 3D. E às 8, eu esqueci o nome? Unicórnio Intergaláctico. Ilustradora maravilhosa. Então não percam, é o dia inteiro fazendo live, seja lá o que Deus quiser. Em algum momento nesse meio vai ter o Rogério, que é humorista também, o Rogério Vilela. Estamos no aguardo para confirmar. Hi, David.
I'm back. I'm sorry, I didn't hear your question. I live in a very rural area, so the internet dropped out.
That's okay. Don't worry. That happens.
Yeah.
We are going back live in a few moments.
Good.
And I'm drinking my water.
I have five more people have followed me on Twitter.
You're gonna get some followers now. You're gonna get some people. People are going to ask some things for you. People want to know you.
Cool.
All the Hitchhikers fans are really curious. They like to know more about Douglas Adams, about the Hitchhikers, about working with it.
I'll happily talk about the fans. Actually, I think it's worth doing.
Yeah, especially here in Brazil, because we don't have everything. We don't have access to everything like there in the UK.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, a lot of people know first the book or the movie, and then later discover there was a radio series, and then later on see other things. Like there are people still recently discovered that we have a comic book, some people say, "Oh, but there will be a TV show," and then I tell them, "Okay, there is already a TV show, and it's going to be another one." So people don't know about the TV show.
So how do most people know about Hitchhiker in Brazil?
Internet.
Yeah. Hey. Cool.
We became like the portal, the main portal about Douglas Adams, our website. But there are a lot of others websites that talk about Douglas Adams. A lot of people who are fans, so we are having more fans. But like this, we have the books and we have the movies.
Sure.
And then people start searching because, like, I have the DVD from the TV show. We don't have it here. I had to buy on the Amazon the English one. We don't have in Brazil. We don't have that. So I have to buy from England. And like, it's hard to search on the internet to watch it. We watched it last night with some people and talked about it. And now people want us to do lives watching every episode and talking about it.
Oh, like a watch party.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
How cool. How cool.
Yeah. And but it's like that. People watch it or read it and fall in love and start searching for more information.
And whose idea was the Obrigado por la pesca, the YouTube? Yeah, the
was Dreca. She was the one who is watching us, and she created the website years ago, more than 10 years ago.
Oh, really?
When she read the book for the first time.
Wow.
And me and Rafael, we are in the website. We have been on the website for 7 years. And we gather information. We always translate information and news for people. And we still we are not a huge website, but a lot of people know us, especially to get information from the Hitchhiker's Guide.
Sure.
And especially when Dirk Gently released on Netflix, it was something like, okay, now people knows Dirk Gently, because it's still not so known as the Hitchhikers.
Of course.
And because the book is from 1987 and was translated here in Brazil in 2015, 16, something like that.
That's another reason that's another reason why we are so excited about Hulu series.
Oh, of course. So it's really only in the last 5 years that it was translated into Portuguese.
The
book.
Dirk Gently, yes.
Dirk Gently, yeah.
The first translation of the Hitchhikers, we have the first translation in the 80s, and it's different from the one we have now. Now there is a lot of different versions. Yeah, you have different translations.
Wow.
Let me see. I'm gonna translate a bit what we talked, and then I'm gonna see if they have some questions.
Ok.
Eu estava contando pro David quando o site surgiu, que tem mais de 10 anos que a Dreca criou. Um beijo para a Dreca. E que a gente está no site há 7 anos. E ele perguntou como é que as pessoas conhecem, como ficam sabendo do guia. Então, eu comentei que muita gente lê o livro, muita gente vê o filme primeiro e acabam buscando mais informações. Mas a gente não tem muita coisa aqui. Dirk Gently é um livro que foi traduzido muito recentemente, comparado ao lançamento do livro original, que é de 87. Mas o guia já foi traduzido algumas vezes. Mas a gente procura, né? Não temos lançamentos aqui. Alguns livros de Doctor Who também demoraram para vir. Os roteiros, ainda tem roteiro que não chega. Muita coisa acaba não chegando. O próprio DVD do guia a gente não tem no Brasil. Eu comprei pela Amazon, mas vindo da Inglaterra o DVD. Então, assim, é o pessoal começar a consumir e pesquisar. E a gente virou a fonte, entre aspas, a gente é a fonte principal. A gente pode chamar de fonte principal porque nós somos os únicos que falam o ano inteiro sobre Douglas Adams. Os outros sites falam principalmente hoje. Hoje também tem outras lives, hoje também tem outros sites, outros portais falando sobre o guia. Now I'm gonna see some questions from everyone. Somewhere a few writers are scratching their heads and loads of people are looking forward to how they're going to write their way out of it. I love that. About the hitchhikers and everything.
Great.
Amazing. Luciano asks, what was different between theater and cinema in terms of suggestions to the original radio work? you know?
Oh, that's a very, very good question.
Muito bom, Luciano.
Pardon?
I was telling Luciano make the question. Really good
Right.
question.
Radio, ears, imagination, story, the pictures you make up in your head. Great, fantastic. Heart of gold, that big. You know, Bagrathea, that, you know, fantastic. The mice, like that. Stage, you see representations, you see real people. You can interact with them. You can laugh, you can cry, you can dance on stage if that's the sort of thing we're doing when we're at the restaurant at the end of the universe. Television is a box in the corner. Cinema is a very big box in the corner.
Awesome.
And we see the characters larger than life. And we get the opportunity to immerse ourselves, to take part in that world again, in a completely different way. So in each version of it, the book, you're like that. You're inside it. You're inside the book. Radio, the ears come to you. You immerse yourself in the world, an imagined world. Television, cinema, you see them on a big screen. Stage, that's a relationship. That's the difference. And that's, for me, what makes it such a, probably the best way of telling the story, because actors are storytellers. That's what they do. That's what they do really well. And
Awesome.
that's why, however you find it on the internet, you've read Dirk Gently, whatever, you discover Hitchhiker, you're gripped. Douglas Adams has gripped you. And from the beginning of that book to the very last word of the 6th book, because of course it has continued, you're inside the mind of Douglas Adams. It's weird. And I don't think even he recognized it, but that's the different versions. Each of them is a wonderful, wonderful version of the same thing. And the same thing is Douglas Adams.
Bom, ele falou que todas as adaptações são boas versões, né? O rádio, você, pelos ouvidos, você entra naquele mundo pelos ouvidos e você imagina tudo. O livro também, você entra ali, lendo. A TV é uma caixinha pequena onde você vê os atores e o cinema é uma caixa gigante onde você vê todo mundo. Mas o teatro é ali, é mais real. É a interação, é você ter a reação automática, você vê aquelas pessoas reais interpretando. Então, os atores são contadores de história. Então, você vive aquele momento junto com eles do Guia. Por isso que eu acho que seria muito incrível se fizessem de novo a versão no teatro, que seria muito legal de a gente ver. Não espero muito que venha para o Brasil, mas seria muito, muito legal. Então, acho que tem essa diferença. Todas as adaptações são adaptações boas, bem feitas, mas a do teatro é a mais vívida, é o que você presencia.
Se relaciona
melhor,
com o público, né?
Exato. Você está se relacionando com eles e você entra na mente de Douglas Adams, por mais estranho que isso possa parecer. Quem foi que falou que ia para o Disney Plus? Não vai para o Disney Plus, é do Hulu. Vamos lá, os direitos de transmissão da nova série é do Hulu. O Hulu que está produzindo. É que os direitos do Guia em si, principalmente por causa do filme, são da Disney, mas quem está produzindo e quem vai transmitir é o Hulu. Então vai fazer parte do streaming deles. Se algo mudar até lá, eu já não sei. Mas o que a gente tem de informação é isso. Desde a questão da pandemia, não teve mais informações sobre a nova série. Então, a gente não sabe, mas por enquanto, eu acho complicado Disney Plus passar. Eu acho que vai ser só Hulu. Deixa eu ver. More questions. People are asking, what did you think about the book that Colfer wrote? The 6th book.
The hard question.
Owen grasped Douglas. He took the ideas. I think it was faithful. I think it was faithful. And I think it was always going to be very difficult to carry on. How can you carry on?
Yeah.
But Owen, through his writing with Artemis Fowl, all his other books, was absolutely the right choice. Mm-hmm. Because his imagination fed into Douglas's, and it was almost as if they were, for me, almost side by side. I think it was very, very good. And I think it's interesting now, for example, that there is have you heard about a play called We Apologize for the Inconvenient?
No.
Okay. It's a two-person play, and it's about Douglas unable to complete the third book.
I heard about that play. I heard about it. Yeah.
Brilliant. Mark Griffiths, wonderful writer, fantastic.
Oh,
he's terrific. And a couple of months ago, before all this started, we were able to see that on stage, and it was epic because it was just two people, one of whom was Douglas Adams, mm-hmm. and the other was a duck, a rubber duck. And the rubber duck was inside Douglas's head, mm-hmm. telling him where he'd gone wrong, why he was having trouble finishing this third book. Because as we all know, Douglas had a great difficulty with deadlines.
Yeah.
I love the sound as they whoosh past it. And Mark, I think, is Mark and Owen and people like them are absolutely the next stage in our imaginations, the people to take Douglas's work forward. It doesn't matter who plays Marvin. It doesn't matter who plays Arthur Dent. We all have our own images. And what those people can do is just recreate that world for us so that we remember it. We have our own interpretation. Again, going back to the stage, that interaction, that two-way street. There is no show without an audience. Mm-hmm. That's the most important thing. That was a good question. Good question.
Yeah, a lot of people question about the sixth book and all those things. So it's always a polemic.
Yeah.
Bom, gente, ele gostou do livro, tá? Você esperava que não, mas ele gostou. Ele falou que acho que vale fazer várias versões do Guia, cada um tem uma visão diferente do Guia. Ele gosta muito do trabalho do Colfer, e então ele acha que Colfer teve aquele sentimento de mostrar a versão dele com os personagens, com a história do Douglas Adams. Então ele gostou bastante. E aí ele citou uma peça que eu até comentei no blog um tempo atrás, que é I'm Sorry for the Inconvenience, que é uma peça de teatro que é um ator interpretando Douglas Adams e um pato. E Douglas Adams tendo a dificuldade de terminar o terceiro livro, de concluir, e a gente sabe o problema dele com prazos, e como foi difícil para ele terminar o guia em si, né, todos os livros. Então, e aí ele comenta de Mark Griffiths, que fez o roteiro dessa peça de teatro. Então é outra versão e é outra visão que você tem. E ele falou, não importa quem interprete o Arthur Dent, Marvin, Ford Prefect, o importante é que a gente vê as versões e a visão de várias pessoas diferentes em relação ao guia. Deixa eu ver o que mais.
Só fica ligado no nosso horário, mãe.
Só mais 15 minutos. We have 15 minutes, David.
Okay, cool.
More question.
Yeah.
People are saying that we can almost taste your love for the stage version.
Oh,
real.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Your words, the way that you say it is
thank you.
Like we make us falling in love, and we didn't watch it because we don't have the opportunity, but we wish we were.
I am just one of the storytellers. That's all I am.
Yeah. Let me see. People are asking, is something, like I said, it's hard because we don't have access to everything here. We don't have access to the TV show, the old one, and we probably won't have access on the new TV show because we don't have Hulu in Brazil.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
There are some channels here, cable channels, that broadcast the TV shows from Hulu, but we don't have the service. We don't have the streaming. So people are asking, what do you think about the downloading TV shows and everything, since we don't have the access of it?
Sorry, the question is, what do I think about downloading it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you mean? We don't have like the legal version of it. We don't have access to it, so we have to download it.
That's a tricky one.
Well,
yeah.
I guess that's the feeling.
I can't say that I can agree with it. I can't say it.
Fair enough.
There are a lot of people whose livelihood depends on legal downloads.
Yeah.
And I have seen television programs I have been involved in, not Hitchhiker, for sale on the internet. And I've had to get used to it. In the early days, I got offended by it. I was upset by it, and I took somebody on. I had a conversation with them on the internet, and he said, "I'm not doing anything wrong." And I said, "But I have produced something for which you have not paid.
Mm-hmm.
You've asked me to wash you've asked me to wash your car. I've washed your car, and you're saying I don't need to pay you. It's the same. You've taken something from me, and you haven't given me anything in return." So, from a legal aspect, I have to say, I can't agree with it.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Eu posso?
Pode, fica à vontade.
É porque eu gostaria de fazer umas observações também.
Sim.
O Kevin nessa, ele tomou o partido que qualquer artista deveria tomar, na verdade. E eu falo isso no papel de quem trabalha com arte. Que é a gente, mesmo sabendo que não existe uma forma legal de obter esse conteúdo, ainda assim a gente não pode abertamente, publicamente apoiar o download legal. Porque é o nosso trabalho, a gente vive disso. E sei lá, é sempre muito complicado isso, sabe? Porque a gente quer que todo mundo veja, mas a gente também precisa ser recompensado pelo nosso trabalho. Então é realmente importante que isso aconteça. Por isso que é bem difícil, assim. Essa resposta é muito difícil de ser dada.
Sim.
Kevin, I translate and put some of my opinions about that because I'm an artist too. So
Sure.
I completely agree and I know the feeling. I totally want the people see our stuff, consume our stuff, but we can't agree with that openly.
Yeah.
We hope that we have a legal way to watch it.
Sure.
We have maybe a TV channel that maybe broadcast the TV show, something like that. Because Dirk Gently, for example, it was broadcasted before in BBC America, and a lot of people wanted to see it before. And I say, no, wait, because Netflix is going to broadcast. And then Netflix showed all the episodes at the same time, so people had the opportunity to see it. But, I don't know, maybe Hulu come next year to Brazil.
Yes.
We don't know. It's a hope. I want to say hi to Dirk Mags. He's watching us.
Hey, hi, Dirk. Hooray!
Thanks so much, Dirk Mags. Dirk
Thank
Mags
you.
está assistindo a gente. Eu espero entrevistá-lo. I hope to interview you someday. I hope to be on a video and you talk about Hitchhiker's Guide radio version and the Sandman radio version. No, sorry, it's drama. So we hope we can speak about it. Kevin has a question.
Let me just say, Dirk is one of the true originals of a radio drama. He did versions of Superman on radio long before he did Hitchhiker's Guide, and his imagination is just awesome. And we've only met once, and that was a couple of years back, and it really was an honor to meet him, because he is one of those gems of people who keep all this alive. You know, Kevin, Owen, Dirk, people like you. And without you, none of us would be here. So hi, Dirk. Well done. Fantastic.
Hi, Dirk. O David estava falando que a imaginação do Dirk Maggs é algo incrível, que ele trouxe à vida, ele faz meio que todas as histórias continuarem, e antes mesmo do Guia ele já era incrível no rádio. Ele fez a versão de uma série de rádio do Superman, e ele tem vários outros trabalhos incríveis, ele tem várias outras adaptações para audiodrama e série de rádio também que são incríveis, então vale a pena dar uma procurada no trabalho dele, é muito bom, e um dia a gente vai ter ele aqui para vocês conhecerem melhor e assistirem. Kevin asked, what was it like taking part in the reading at the British Library this March 8th for the 42nd anniversary? How was it?
Actors I had not met were sitting round reading, because we rehearsed the episode 2. We did episode 2, as it were, live on stage, and it was like going home. That's the best way of describing it.
Interesting.
I was with fantastic actors, and I made some good friends on that day as well. The original director of the stage production, Jonathan Petherbridge, was there, and it was miraculous to be able to see him. And where British Library worked was that two-way street. We had the applause, we had the laughter, and it was as if we had said it for the first time. We were also very lucky to be able to have on March the 8th Daisy Campbell, who was the daughter of Ken Campbell, who produced the version at the Rainbow. And she directed us in episode 2. And it was fantastic because, again, she's one of those people who carries it forward, takes it all on, says, look, this is what Hitchhiker is. So it was a brilliant day. It was very, very busy. We made some great friends, and none of us could have known that within 2 weeks, everything would stop. It was very curious because London was very quiet, very, very odd. London is usually, of course, very, very busy. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people had a wonderful time, and it was great fun. And thank you for coming if you came. It was brilliant.
Teve no aniversário de 42 anos da série de rádio, teve uma leitura, teve interpretação no teatro, né, na biblioteca, no dia 8 de março. E o Kevin perguntou como é que ele se sentiu, como é que foi pro David, o David falou que foi como estar em casa. Ele se sentiu voltando para casa. E ele teve o produtor e diretor original, a filha do produtor do teatro, né, da versão para o teatro, e ela dirigiu eles, e foi incrível, e teve a reação do público, que foi mais incrível ainda. E o mais interessante da situação é que, além de ter sido um dia inesquecível, eles não sabiam que 2 semanas depois tudo ia parar. Londres é uma cidade muito agitada, tem muita gente, tipo São Paulo, só que maior, e de repente tudo parou, todo mundo foi para casa, todo mundo está em casa. Então acho que fica mais memorável por causa disso. Foi comemorado os 42 anos, todo mundo assistindo, todo mundo participando, e 2 semanas depois, lockdown. Todo mundo em casa, a galera saindo só quando necessário. Então acho que foi algo que marcou para ele. Vamos ver se tem mais perguntas.
É um bom momento para dizer, se vocês estão assistindo a gente, vocês provavelmente estão e continuarão ficando em casa.
Por favor, gente, a gente está cada um na sua casa fazendo isso, então fiquem em casa, assistam, ainda tem o dia inteiro de live para vocês. O Vitor Gabriel perguntou por que a série parou. Então, Vitor, a gente falou disso ontem, o Kevin explicou mais ou menos, mas boa parte, em resumo, é divergências. Foi divergências de produção, Douglas Adams estava terminando de escrever também os livros, tinha outros projetos, então acabou que não deu certo, e ele tinha outra visão que ele queria seguir. Como a maioria dos projetos na TV acabam acontecendo e acabam não continuando, mas seria muito interessante. Mas quem sabe ano que vem a gente tem algo maravilhoso para assistir. Oi para todo mundo que está participando, muito amor. We still have a few minutes. David, can you tell a little bit about your work now? Like you said that you besides the hitchhiker, what do you act, what people know of your work?
I went to RADA, as I said. I did more than 100 stage productions. Mm-hmm. I did various television shows. I did a lot of radio. And after 22 years as an actor, I met someone who came along and said, "You don't want to do that anymore." I said, "Oh, don't I?" Hey! No, okay. You want a real job. And I realized that I was capable of other things. I could do other things. And I treasure my time as an actor. And in the early days, I missed it. But now I do so many other things that are nothing to do with acting. But it will always be an important part of me. And Hitchhiker, probably the most important part of everything I did.
Did you know that since you didn't know, you didn't know much about the Hitchhikers when you started acting under the production, did you know that you would be that successful? Did you know that?
No.
It was a time. This is crazy, but okay, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, somebody's paying me. You do something not because it's going to last, but because you throw everything into that. Then you can't look forward. You can't say, "Oh yeah, this is going to run and run and run and run." Who knows when they join the company of Les Miserables that it's going to be there 26 years later?
Yeah.
No one. And the fact that I'm here now, I'm just very, very lucky. Everybody who was involved with that found themselves with a great deal of luck. I'm very proud of having been very, very lucky as an actor. But I knew when it was time to go. I knew that it was time to do other things. And I still enjoy that.
So to finish our live section, do you have a quote, a favorite quote from Douglas Adams?
I don't have a quote from Douglas Adams, but I do have a quote from a guy called Dave. And Dave, we were doing the stage production, and you talked about would we know that we were going to be here? Would we know that it was going to be that important? And I was in the bar of the theatre after the show, and he was working backstage. I can't remember what he was doing. And he came up to me and said, how are you feeling? And I said, fine, thanks. And he said, aren't you feeling very depressed? And I go, oh yeah, of course, I'm feeling very depressed. At that point, if I knew at all that this was going to be as successful as it was, I would put my money on it. And but that one moment, as far as Douglas is concerned, we had great conversations. My favorite, can I finish with a favorite Douglas story?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were doing the filming, and he wanted us all to go to his favorite restaurant, which was there 40 miles away. And it was 40 miles away, so we went in cars, and it was good, but it wasn't that good. He paid for everyone. He paid for everyone. He was the nicest man in the world. That's what I remember.
Oh,
my
such an
God.
amazing person. David contou que não fazia ideia do sucesso que ia se tornar, porque ele não conhecia muito da produção do Guia, então ele fez porque estavam pagando ele não sabia que ia ficar marcado na carreira dele. Ele teve uma carreira de 22 anos como ator, depois chegou um momento que ele resolveu parar, alguém chegou para ele e falou, você não precisa mais fazer isso, e ele agora faz outros tipos de trabalho, mas foi algo que marcou ele, que ele gostou muito, e principalmente o Guia, mas ele fez outras peças de teatro, algumas séries de TV. Ele comentou que Dave, que era um cara que trabalhava com ele na peça de teatro, que produziu a peça de teatro, chegou nele e falou assim, ele estava no bar e perguntou para ele, como é que você está se sentindo? Aí ele, eu estou bem. Aí, você não está depressivo? Você não está triste? Aí ele falou, yeah, I'm feeling very depressed. And then, aí ele percebeu que era algo que ia ficar marcado para sempre. Não imaginaria, se ele soubesse que ia ser isso, que ia ficar tão marcado, ele teria apostado de verdade, apostado dinheiro em cima disso. E ele fala que um dos momentos que ele lembra muito do Douglas Adams, que assim, que ele era uma pessoa incrível, foi um dia que ele resolveu que ele queria ir no restaurante favorito dele, queria que todo mundo fosse junto com ele, e era um pouco longe, então foi todo mundo de carro, e ele pagou para todo mundo, porque ele queria todo mundo lá com ele. Então ele fala que Douglas Adams era uma pessoa incrível. Então, muito obrigada para quem assistiu. Thank you so much, David, for being with us. It was amazing. It was really good knowing you and talking to you. You are a really, really great guy. Thank you so much for that, and thank you so much to accepting our invitation.
Thank you to you. It's very special to be involved in something like this because it means more and more people will remember Douglas.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
What a wonderful person.
Yeah, you are
Obrigado.
You are incredible. E, gente,
Take care.
a gente volta às 13 horas, 1h da tarde. Daqui a pouco a gente está ao vivo de novo, certo? Até daqui a pouco. E muito obrigada para quem acompanhou.
Até mais, galera.